I have this dress from Mango from ages ago. I don't know how long it's been in my drawer. I've never liked it, I've never worn it, so let's do something with it. So this is it. I never really liked it. It was like an impulse shopping, and it may be 18 years old and I've never worn it once. I never liked the red ribbon. I never liked this gathering because it looks like a pregnancy top. But then I tried it when I was pregnant and it didn't suit me at all. Everything was coming out of everywhere, so it didn't suit me. So I just remember I had it, so let's do something with it. Let's put it wrong size out so you can see it from the inside. So this is the dress inside out, so you can see it properly. It has lots of details, like Mango always does. It's a good shop to get things at. And so it has the sleeve with a bit of gathering on the top, so it has volume and lots of movement. Then the front is double, it has lining and it's understitched as well. It has lots of details, and then the gathering in the front. That it is what I don't really get. It looks nice because it adds movement, again it's flowy, but I don't really see the point of it. Or I mean, it's very 2000s, but I don't know, I never felt comfortable in it. So let's do something. Yes, needs changing. So the thing is, what to do with this? I thought that at first I could just cut where the red ribbon is and make a skirt. That could be something you can do. It's perfectly wearable, but I don't really fancy it. Then you can make like a sort of shorter top, or you can even make, I even thought of making a jumpsuit out of it, but then again, the waistline is so high just underneath the bust area that the cut for the shorts will be the trouser bit of the jumpsuit, the romper really, will be a bit too high, so it wouldn't be nice. And then I even thought of making like a sort of bodysuit that would be nice as well, but I'm going for a t-shirt. So if you like this kind of transformations and upcycles, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything because I upload 2 videos a week. So that's that. And I leave you my Instagram account as well in case you want to have a peep. And what am I going to do? Because I don't like the red ribbon, I'm going to just cut along it. And you can just use the seam ripper if you don't want to lose any of your material, but because I don't mind, I have enough for a t-shirt. This 3 centimeters is not a waste really. So I'm going to cut, and I'm not going to even care about the gathering it has right here on the bust area, because I'm going to close it a little bit more. The wrap bit is too far apart and it opens and it doesn't look nice when you're showing your bra, so I'm going to just close it a bit more and then we'll see. I'm going to just pin where it was wrapped, and then I'll close it a bit more. And I'm going to cut again this part of the ribbon I don't like. And having done this, you can really appreciate how much bigger the front is than the back, because the front was all gathered in the middle. And now that I see it like this, I'm just realizing that this is the side seam, the 2 side seams, I have them here together, and this is the front piece, and then this is the back. You can see how much smaller the back is. And I'm realizing that I can just use the front panel for the whole t-shirt. So because this is elastic, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just cut by the side seams and keep only the front one. So you might be thinking, why did you have this and you never worn it? Because I used to get things at a mango shop that was not even a proper shirt. This wasn't from the sales, it was from an outlet. And it was really good. I don't know if it's still there, I guess so. It's in the south of the island and people know it here by the M2. And it was really good. I remember buying skirts and good quality stuff for 4 and 6 euros, and this one was 5 euros, I remember that. This piece of the bag I'm going to keep just in case. It's a piece of fabric, you never throw anything away. And then the ribbon bit I am putting in the scraps basket, and then this bit I'm going to first cut a bit shorter because it's way too long for a t-shirt. I'm not going to wear it like that all the way down there, so I'm going to cut it at least 20 centimeters more so it comes to the length of this one I'm wearing. I think it's a good length. I'm also going to keep this. What for? We don't know. And now we're going to start sewing. Well, I'm going to start sewing right sides together to make what is going to be the only side seam it's going to have. So let's see how the machine works, and I'll tell you later how I did not, and what stitches I use, because this is elastic, this is stretchy. So let's see. Let's cross fingers. Well, it sewed it perfectly well. So I'm quite happy because it always takes me a long time to sew anything stretchy, and this is thinner than a swimsuit fabric, but it's still stretchy, so I always have problems with them. I ended up using the zigzag stitch, but the one that is in bits, that one works really well with stretchy materials, or at least for me. And then I also tried the zigzag and it still did it perfectly well, so I'm quite happy with it. And now I'm going to sew it to the top, and I'm going to make the wrap area a bit tighter because it was quite loose, quite open. So I had it marked with a pin and I'm going to make it a bit tighter. So this part was a bit loose on me, so I'm going to make it a bit tighter. Maybe even I can hand stitch a little bit if I see it still open, but let's try like this. And now it's time to put it right sides together, one thing inside the other, and pin it before sewing it. This dress was from my I'm learning to sew phase, and I remember it because I used to go to this shop a lot. I loved it and it was really good. I remember, as I said, getting skirts for 4 euros. I wore them lots, and then when I was when they were a bit outdated, out of fashion, I changed them, and I remember cutting them, sewing them onto a blouse, onto a t-shirt, and they became dresses. And it was so good. I've worn them so much. I love them. So it's a good way to learn as well, because for the 2 and 4 euros, I remember the prices of those skirts, I got something that was really valuable because they were worth 50 euros at the beginning. So it was really good. And the quality in Mango, for example, is really good. So it was so nice to have them. So let me know then in the comments if you've done transformations like this and upcycles, and if they were the success of the party. When I sew, I always start by the side seams. Where do you start on? And this is our mending for the day. So this is it. I'm quite happy with it. It's just a normal t-shirt you can wear on an everyday basis. I quite like it a lot more without the red ribbon, and I think it's a bit more updated. This one was a look from the notice, so it's a bit better. I used the hemline as it was, so the side seam is not inside the hemline, it's outside, but it doesn't really matter. It's just like it is. And then I didn't have any problems with sewing this at all, so that's good. And that's it. It's a good t-shirt. I think it will look really nice inside a higher style trousers, so I'll tell you tomorrow. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing because I've done loads of upcycling, really interesting ones. I'll leave you the link here, and I'll see you next week or on Thursday, I'm not sure. Bye. No, on Monday.